take a look at what we're planting in our garden this year. These are my sugar baby watermelon, and I'm so excited. One actually sprouted this morning, and I have tried planting them twice already. So this time I tried a new method of soaking 2 of the seeds for 24 hours and 2 of them for 12 hours in warm water. And then I've been using this heat mat inside and outside because the watermelon like it really warm and it's still a bit cold here. And then I'd put them in this tray, and then they just soak up water kind of throughout the day as they need it. And it seemed to be really helping. These 3 are my thyme, and these are all basil, and some of them aren't doing really well, but these 2 are actually doing pretty well. I have 5 zucchini plants, and they're all actually doing really good and growing really well, so I'm really excited. Then I went to our local garden store, and I actually got some pre-sprouted with the roots on strawberries, and I decided to try them this year. There was 10, some aren't doing so great. These have all sprouted at some point, but now they're not great. And here's another one. And I'm also trying the red rock method to try and trick the birds, so we'll see how that works. Here's my butter lettuce. It's doing so good, pretty big compared to my hand. I have a few more, and then these are all carrots, all these leaves right here. And with my carrots, I just kind of throw my seeds everywhere after I plant my other seeds, and then I do a light brushing across the top of everything, a little more than that actually, but it just barely covers them and they germinate really well. And here's my spinach, and a little funny story about the spinach. I was talking to my cousin, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize how young spinach plants were when you get the leaves that are already the size of the stuff you buy in the store. And she was like, yeah, that's why it's called baby spinach. Because, yeah, like this leaf and this one over here, like they're already bigger than the stuff you'd get at the store. So I felt a little silly, but I'd also never grown spinach before this year, so it's fun and I'm excited to get huge leaves. And then these are my carrots, and they're all doing really well, so I'm excited. Here are our sugar snap peas. They're on this little green A-frame trellis, and they're actually starting to grow really good. I actually ended up taking, here's all the ones I pulled. I pulled about half of them probably, because I had a lot, like 54, I think. And it was just too much. It was too crowded for them. They started getting kind of some spots on their leaves, and so I looked it up. It said maybe overwatering or overcrowding, so I thought I'd try a little of both. And here's my cilantro, which I actually planted quite a while ago, and I had about 20 bunches coming up, but then something came and ate them all down to the stem. Well, all but like 5 or 6. So they're actually starting to grow back, and I'm so excited. And here's the little archway that I made for my watermelon. I'm really excited, and I hope they decide to actually grow. I'll put at least one on this side and at least one on that side, depending on how many grow, and then they'll grow up and over. And then here's where we're growing our zucchini. We're actually going to grow them up this year, and so that's what these posts are for. We have a space for 4 of them, and they'll grow up the pole, and we tie them as they go, and it's supposed to help with disease on the leaves and help yield better fruit. So we're really excited to try something new, and we'll let you know how it goes. In this little bed, I planted some snapdragons from some deadhead seeds from my neighbors, so nothing has come up yet, but we'll keep you updated on that as well. And then right here we have our red hot pokers, or fire sticks, whatever you want to call them. And we have 4 up so far, and at least 4 more still coming up. And then right here we have tulips and irises, and that iris over there is actually, I think it gets the most shade, but it is the tallest. And the others, I've never actually got any irises, and this year I was gonna get tulips, and the flowers came too early, and then it froze, and then just lately the whole thing has decided to die. So as you can see here, you can see a little bit of the flowers, but yeah, so I guess we won't be getting flowers from any of these flowers this year. And then in this garden bed, I just kind of planted everywhere some marigolds from some deadheads I got from a friend. And then against the edge here, up against the trellis, I planted 20, I think, beans. They're like a red bean or a maroon or purple bean, something like that. I don't know, but they're really pretty and have really pretty flowers. And these are all the marigolds starting to come up. I'm really excited. There's a ton of them. A couple days ago when I counted, there was like 86 sprouts. So hopefully they will grow good. Oh, here's a feather. So hopefully they'll grow good and we'll have lots of flowers.